We are live with episode 10 of Vindication. My name is Alexander Shaw, flying solo tonight as Scott Sykes has fallen a bit under the weather. Best wishes to him and his health. But we have a great night of action for you nonetheless. As starting things off, we have a bit of a confrontation between the Misfits and the Order as Colin Piper, the new trainee, the new student of the Misfits, goes up against who many consider to be the leader of the Order, Ricky Valentine. Now, Piper's being trained by the Misfits for a couple weeks now, but Ricky Valentine, former Triple Crown champion, this is going to be Colin Piper's greatest challenge yet. Let's see if all that hard work and training will finally pay off for him here tonight.
The opening match of Vindication is set for one fall. Introducing first, Colin Piper.
Making his way down to the ring, Colin Piper. Now, he has been someone to watch lately on Vindication. Michael Young has dubbed him the Master of the Lariat, and I've got to say, his clotheslines are pretty devastating, but he is yet to pick up a win here in the CWL. But we see, every time we see him, he gets better and better, and you have to feel that's because of the training from Mike Young and Harris. Who knows, tonight he could pull off the upset.
And his opponent, accompanied by Ace Anderson. Representing the Order, weighing in at 240 pounds, from Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, the gorgeous Lee Valentine.
You know, they often say that most tag teams are like family, they're like, blood relatives, but for these two, it's actually true. Cousins of Ricky Valentine and Ace Anderson making their way to the ring now. Ricky has been having a half-and-half start to Season 3. Lost to Chris Princess at Shadow War, coming up just short, but tonight he looks to bounce back against Colin Piper. And Ace Anderson, he is looking to get himself into the world title picture, get some revenge on Tommy Hazard. But tonight, we have to focus on Ricky Valentine versus Colin Piper as this one gets underway. Oh, looked like Ricky was going for the collar elbow tie-up, but Colin Piper just going straight for the strikes right away. And Ricky, he's got no problem striking himself. He's got some chops in his arsenal, so he can throw some haymakers. And speaking of haymakers, a forearm sending Ricky Valentine right to the ground. Now, the Order and the Misfits have been kind of going at it every now and then, ever since the Order came to Vindication. The Misfits beating the Order to become tag team champions. And Michael Young, he's in the Gold Rush. He could become another champion. He could become a double champion. And if Ace Anderson does beat Tommy Hazard at Gold Rush, that could be another title fought for between the Order and the Misfits. And one has to remember that he actually beat an Order member to get there, beating Ebak last week in a qualifier. But the Order have another shot. Dr. Leslie Jr. in another qualifier here tonight against Zistro Horror. And I've got to say, Dr. Leslie Jr., he's had quite the good season himself. I mean, he beat Tommy Hazard not too long ago, and you have to feel if Ace Anderson doesn't end up beating Hazard, Dr. Leslie Jr. might be right up there for a challenge. And speaking for a challenge, I think Colin Piper showing Ricky Valentine maybe more of a fight than he was expecting. The first of many clotheslines connecting for Colin this matchup. But there we see a chop, and Ricky Valentine heating things up with that drop kick. The ever-dangerous offense of the gorgeous one coming into display right now as these, 12 to 6 elbow strikes connecting to Colin Piper's head. Valentine, though, goes to pick him up, but Piper able to get the leg sweep. And I've got to say, Colin Piper making this closer than maybe somewhat have expected. I think some expected this to be a very easygoing match for Ricky Valentine, and so far Piper's been holding his own. Valentine, though, using his superior power to lift him up into that sidewalk slam backbreaker. Now off the ropes, big knee drop to the top of the head. And Piper reeling there. And Valentine choosing to slow down the pace of the match, take it a bit more technical. which you've got to feel is going to help against the very high striking offense of Colin Piper. Valentine now releasing the hold, maybe looking to inflict some more damage, but Piper right back up with the European uppercuts, and these two now just trading strikes, and Valentine sends him to the ground with the drop kick. Now the punches in the corner, the Piper ain't gonna take that, sends it out, but Valentine seems to have an answer almost every time Piper gets something going, and now that shoulder breaker from Valentine, that could be all she wrote for Piper. 1, 2, no. Kick out from Piper, but I think Valentine is not going to take no for an answer. He's calling for the end right here. Kick to the gut, hooking the arms. St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Into the cover. 1, 2, 3. And a big win here tonight for Ricky Valentine, getting himself back into winning ways. And I've got to say, although he didn't win, that was quite the showing from Piper. It seems every match we see him in, he gets better and better, and that's just the training of the Misfits showing off. But Ricky Valentine, triple crown, former world champion. Piper's not going to get a win that easily. A valiant effort for Piper, but in the end, the gorgeous one stands tall here tonight.
Winner of the match, the gorgeous Ricky Valentine.
From one order member to another, despite what the graphic says, it is Ebak versus Frank Victoria Anderson. Now, Ebak came up short last week against Michael Young, but today has a chance to bounce back against FBA. However, FBA, he's been doing pretty well for himself this year. I mean, he's got himself a YouTube title shot already, and ever since losing that match, however, he's been on a roll. He's picking up wins, and who knows, tonight could be another win, and this could spur another title opportunity for him in future.
The following match is set for one fall, introducing, accompanied by Dr. Wrestling Jr. Representing The Order, weighing 217 pounds. From Norwich, England, the Guru of Gaming, Ebak.
The Guru of Gaming, the Hyrulean High Flyer, Ebak making his way down to the ring. And I've got to say, Ebak, he has had the greatest start this season. He's been having dream match after dream match, fighting like Matsumoto and Michael Young, and now FBA, but it seems that ever since that loss in his debut match against Tommy Hazard, I don't know, he hasn't been able to pick up the same momentum that he had on Nemesis. Maybe he could get that here tonight with a big win.
And his opponent, weighing 190 pounds. From Aberdeen, Scotland, Frank Victoria Anderson, FVA.
Frank Victoria Anderson, FBA, former world champion, the first ever Vindication heavyweight champion. He won that by cashing in his gold on the bank and onto the vacated title. And I've got to say, with gold rush coming up, you've got to feel that FBA is looking to get into that match. But right now, he doesn't have to worry about the gold rush. He has to worry about one of the greatest contenders we have in the CWL today, in Ebak. Ebak is no slouch in the ring. I mean, there's a reason why he's a former world champion, the only two-time Twitch champion. And I've got to say, if FBA isn't careful, Ebak can pull off what many could consider an upset here tonight. This has been a dream match for many fans. As FBA, a Vindication loyalist, and Ebak, the order has been on Nemesis ever since the beginning. This is the first time these two have squared off. Let's get this one underway. Collar elbow tie up as Ebak using his strength to push FBA into the corner. Gotta feel that the... Oh, and Ebak getting it the quick shot there. I've gotta say, definitely a different strategy than we usually see Ebak go for. He's not usually the one to take these cheap shots. And there he goes for it again. Who knows, maybe it's the recent losses sort of getting to him, realizing, you know, he's got to switch things up a little bit, but FBA, I don't think he's going to take too kindly to those cheap shots. As now, oh, goes for the sidewalk slam, Ebak flips out of it into a bulldog there. And we see Dr. Wrestling Jr. on the outside. Now, we know that the good doctor, he has a title match, that's not a title match, sorry, a qualifier for the Gold Rush later on tonight, and who knows, perhaps we could see Dr. Wrestling Jr. succeed where Ebak failed, and if a member of the Order is in the Gold Rush, we could very well see the Order with gold once again. But FBA now starting to take control of the match. Big knee strike there. I guess it was more of a knee strike and more of him just throwing Ebak down onto his knee. And now looking to apply the crossface and pick up a win here, but a bit too early for that one. Ebak now starting to get back into things. Slips under. Almost like a blue thunder bomb there from Ebak. But FBA fighting back up, not going to stay down for long. Off the ropes now, what does FBA have in mind? Lifts him up, Michinoku driver from Victoria Anderson. Into the cover, but no, not enough just yet. And now FBA bringing the fight to Ebak. Sends him into the corner, big clothesline to the back of the head, and FBA showing a bit of disrespect to the High Bully and High Flyer. Maybe a little bit of, you take some cheap shots of here, here's a cheap shot of your own. As FBA now showing off his power, gut wrench slam by Frank Victoria Anderson. But these two, very evenly matched so far, neither one able to get a massive advantage in this matchup. Ebak, those vertical suplex to Frank Victoria Anderson, catching his legs on the top rope there, into the cover, one, no, just a one count. Ebak drop kick to the back of the head of FBA, and now sends him into the corner, could be looking to set him up for the moonsault attack, and he hits it. FBA's down, but Ebak going for more, and FBA taking that moment to strike. And now what's he got in mind here? A pump handle position. And Ebak able to fight out of it with some yoga based... I don't know what to call that, folks. I've got to be honest. Regardless, though, Ebak able to get out of that pump handle. And now looking to take control of this matchup. And now could be looking to set up for the NVIDIA driver. No, instead targeting like some more of FBA. Wanting to take out those vicious kicks and knee strikes. The less damage you can do with those, the better for Ebak. Now Ebak just waiting. Picking up FBA. Suplex position. No! Small package driver. And immediately into the cover. Still just a one count. But Ebak maybe looking to seal the deal. Setting him up for the Ebak slam. And it connects into the cover. Referee down. 1, 2, 3. As Ebak picks up a much needed win here tonight. This was definitely a back and forth match. Definitely lived up to the hype. At any moment, FBA could have been the one with his hand raised, but tonight, Ebak was able to clutch it out with that Ebak slam. And I've got to say, with that win, you've got to feel, maybe not right away, but there's going to be some stuff in Ebak's future and SFBA, our road bumps and his road back to prominence. We'll have to see what the future holds for these two men in the next coming weeks as Ebak picks up the win.
The Guru of Gaming, Ebak.
2 wins for the Order here tonight. Maybe Dr. FC Jr. will pick up the 3rd later on in our main event. But up next, we move on from the Order. And up next, we'll be having some Women's Division matchups. As coming up now, we have the former Vindication Women's Champion Taylor Jones versus Eileen Macy. And I've got to say, Eileen been having quite the good showing for the rookie. And it appears that this is a friendly matchup between friends, between Apprentice and a Master. Taylor Jones has been tutoring Eileen apparently over the past couple weeks, and it'll be interesting to see how that affects their matchup here tonight. I feel like they'll know each other's tricks a bit better, and Taylor Jones, you have to feel after that loss at Shadow War, definitely going to be hungry to bounce back.
The following match is set for one fall. Introducing first, Eileen Macy.
Eileen lowering herself down to the ring, and you've got to feel this is the biggest match of this young lady's career so far. I mean, if you could beat Taylor Jones, former Nemesis Women's Champion, former Vindication Women's Champion, that's gotta put you in the running for a title shot. And you know, the Openweight Champion, Marilyn Benson, currently doesn't have a challenger. Now we know Valencia will be facing Andrea at Gold Rush, but at the moment, we don't know who is going to be facing Marilyn Benson. It could very well be Eileen Macy, should she pick up the win here tonight. Make your way down to the ring is Eileen. And now I've got to wonder though, with the tutelage from Taylor Jones, how prepared is she for tonight? Could she be a little starstruck, or is this, you know, her strategy working out? I mean, she could have, I guess, the read as to what she needs to do against Taylor. We'll have to find out this one. These two still friends. This is a friendly matchup, don't get me wrong, but it'll be definitely interesting to see if this one turns from a friendly matchup to a very heated contest.
And her opponent, weighing 152 pounds, from London, England, here comes Taylor Jones.
Only 2 weeks removed from her title loss, Taylor Jones is back on Vindication. And I've got to say, this is going to be very much so a clash of wills. Eileen Macy looking to prove and improve herself in this match, whereas Taylor Jones, you've got to feel she's looking for redemption. She's looking to build herself back up to another title shot. Both these women need this win. It'll be interesting to see how this one pans out. Ringing the bell, this one's getting started, and immediately with that spinning high kick, Eileen takes control of this matchup. But Taylor Jones, not to be denied, gets right back into the offense. Now Taylor getting the headlock there and the 12-6 elbows from Thug Jones. Jones picks her up. Oh, but the kick from Eileen in the headbutt. I've got to say, whereas Jones is very much technical wrestling and speed, Eileen is shown to be a bit more of a striker in this matchup in the early goings. Taylor Jones now with the forearm, showing that she can do some striking of her own with that roundhouse kick. And now Taylor's showing off a little bit, telling the rookie to bring it. As Eileen sends her off the ropes, leapfrogs over, down, under. And now hip toss and a knee strike from Eileen. A little bit of, you know, you can do the flips and stuff, well so can I, from Eileen. And now, face buster there from Eileen Macy. Into the cover. One. Oh. Just a one count thus far. Eileen Macy gonna have to do a lot more if she wants to keep down the former champ. Well, that could do it there. Springboard Phoenix splash from the second rope. Very impressive offense from Eileen. Maybe I was a bit too hasty when I said she was more of a striker than a high flyer after pulling out a move like that. And now, just taking the life out of Taylor Jones with this headlock with the legs. And just flipping her around the ring, keeping her disoriented, not giving her a chance to get a bearing of her surroundings. Went for the headbutt again, but this time Taylor Jones catches her to the jawbreaker. And a springboard inverted Frankensteiner. Jeez. Taylor Jones giving as good as she gets in this match. Kick to the ground is Eileen Macy. Forearm shot from Taylor Jones, and now over the top rope goes Jones, but oh, Inzagiri sends her flying to the outside, and now it looks like this one's going to turn into a bit of a brawl. Oh, I guess not. Taylor sending it back in the ring, wanting to keep this one, you know, in between all 12 ropes. For Eileen. Oh, right off and over almost, but instead sends Jones head first into that middle turnbuckle. That's definitely going to do some damage to Jones. But Jones catching her by surprise there. Looked like she was going for a dragon suplex. Instead got caught into a reverse DDT. Now Eileen, I think, trying to take this match back to the outside. And what does she have in mind here? Oh, almost like looks like she's locking in a tarantula there. A tarantula locked in on Taylor Jones. And now just a boot to the head, sending Jones to the outside. I've got to say, this friendly matchup is becoming more and more hard-hitting as this one goes on. And now I think Eileen Macy looking to take Taylor to the outside, but Taylor wanting to stay on the inside of the ring as much as possible. I think definitely the outside is not her wheelhouse. And speaking of wheels, that spinning wheel kick to the head of Taylor. And now, maybe looking for another kick is Eileen Macy. As that big boot nearly takes the head off of Taylor Jones. And Eileen Macy is done. She's going for more. Oh, went for a kick to the gut. Taylor Jones catches her though. And now locking in. Almost a bit of a house of pain there from Taylor Jones, but Eileen Macy able to roll through. Taylor though lands on her feet, rolls. It's like a sweeping leg sweep there. These two just going tit for tat right now. As Taylor Jones looking to set her up to the outside, sticks it Jones. And I think that's gonna be it for Eileen Macy into the cover. 1, 2, no! Eileen Macy kicking out of the sticks and Jones. I've got to say, quite the impressive feat. Taylor now calling her to her feet, but she rolls through. Kick to the gut. Famouser. Eileen Macy able to get back into this one. Showing that she is not just going to stay down. And now these forearm shots mounting the comeback super kick from Eileen. Now grabbing her by the back of the neck. Drags her to the ropes. What does she have in mind? Sent off. Oh, and a giant cutter off the top rope. That could be enough to put Taylor down. 1, 2. And Eileen Macy picks up the upset. I've got to say, I am shocked. Quite the upset here tonight as Eileen Macy picks up a win against a 2-time women's champion. Taylor Jones, she brought the fight, but Eileen Macy dug just that little bit deeper and kicked out of the sticks of Jones. Here I thought it was it. Once she connected with it, and who knows, maybe it's that little split second that she had to recoil from pain that cost her that 1 second of pinfall. But regardless, here we see this gigantic cutter picking up the win. A huge victory for Eileen Macy. You've got to feel this definitely does wonders for her in terms of title contendership.
The winner of the match, Eileen Macy.
And coming up next, we've got a triple threat match with very big implications, as these 3 men are fighting to become the #1 contender for the YouTube title. Now, Tommy Vegas, he's been picking up some big wins. Isaac, I'm pretty sure he's close to undefeated this season alone. And Harris, finally winning the tag titles at the start of this year, could be looking to get some singles gold around his waist. We've already seen Michael Young enter the gold rush. One of these men will be entering to face Chris Princess, who will win the shot here tonight.
The following match is a triple threat match set for 1 fall and is the #1 contendership to the YouTube title. Introducing first, weighing 196 pounds, from Beverly Hills, California, the Sin City Saint, Tommy Vegas.
Tommy Vegas making his way down to the ring, the Sin City Saint. And I've got to say, in his first match, he looked like he was a bit too overconfident, a bit too cocky. That definitely cost him against Isaac. Ever since then, he's still a bit arrogant, still a bit cocky, but he's definitely been a bit more laser focused. And you've got to feel tonight it's about redemption against Isaac, more so than it is about becoming #1 contender for the YouTube title. That being said, getting a chance against Chris Princess to win a title, that's definitely got to be a big motivator for him.
And his opponent, weighing 206 pounds, from Los Angeles, California, Isaac.
Isaac, he has been on quite the tear this season. I mean, we saw how he's been doing lately, win after win, recently beating Zistro Horror at Shadow War in a hell of a match. And now, he's 1 win away from facing an old Nemesis in Chris Princess. Now, if I'm Isaac, you've got to feel your odds are pretty good. If you win this match, you can win the YouTube title. I mean, he has beat Chris Princess every time they faced off. You gotta feel if they go one-on-one again, we may very well see a new YouTube champion. Before then, you can't worry about Chris Princess yet. He's got 2 very hungry competitors standing in his way. One of them he beat for the Discord title back at the start of Season 2. One of them he beat just a couple weeks ago. So he's got to be feeling confident, but he can't get cocky.
You think you know me?
One half of your CWL Tag Team Champions, representing the Misfits, weighing in at 250 pounds, from Tacoma, Washington, Paris.
One half of the Misfits, I guess 1/3 now of the Misfits, and one half of the Tag Team Champions, Paris, making his way down to the ring, and you know, what a Cinderella story this season has been. After 2 years of not being able to win a title, he finally does it with his best friend Michael Young, and now he has a chance to become not only his first singles title, but he can become a double champion. Definitely a feat not accomplished by many at the CWL. And Paris, a CWL original, made it to the first ever CWL match. That's definitely got to be a bucket list item for him. As all three men get ready for this match, the referee ringing the bell as this one gets underway, and Harris immediately going after Tommy Vegas, and now going after Isaac, lifting him up, almost a DDT there. Like a lifted suplex DDT thing, but not quite a brainbuster as well. As Harris and Tommy Vegas go after each other, Isaac looking to, like I said, maybe getting a bit cocky. That's definitely not what he's going to want to do in this matchup. He can't afford to take these two lightly. Isaac now. Oh, went for the super kick to the back of the head, but I think Tommy Vegas pulled him down to his kicks just in time. Did not get pulled down in time for that super kick. We see that super kick win plenty of matches for Isaac. And it could very well win him this one here tonight. It's now big boot to the side of the head, and Harris, the only one standing in the ring, now choosing to go outside the ring. I think that's where he feels maybe a bit more comfortable. Isaac and Tommy Vegas now going at it. And I've got to say, for someone who's such a new debut, Tommy Vegas, if he is to become a YouTube champion, that's going to put him up in the rankings for one of the better rookie starts here in the CWL. And now Harris, went for a kick to the side there, but Tommy Vegas went for a cutter. Harris laying him down with a clothesline. Maybe you learned that one from Colin Piper. Now just laying in the strikes as Isaac tries to recuperate on the outside. Now into the cover. That could be enough to put away. No. Harris now just sending him neck first onto the mat, and Harris has been in firm control for most of this matchup. Isaac though, that leg sweep, I've got to feel, if I'm Harris, I've got to be feeling some deja vu after that one. And Harris there, Isaac went for the inverted suplex, but Tommy Vegas catches him with a normal suplex of his own. Harris now takes the time to recuperate, and now catches Tommy Vegas there with the clothesline, maybe almost like he was baiting him in. Isaac now belly-to-belly suplex. Went for, maybe it looked like he's going for an STO there, but Harris able to roll out of it. Harris has been on fire for pretty much all of this match, and now looking for the horror bomb, lifting him up. Horror bomb connects, and that could be enough to put Isaac away, but he's got to worry about Tommy Vegas, who is still up. And now Tommy Vegas looking to capitalize into the cover off the horror bomb. 1, 2, no. I think maybe if it hadn't wasted so much time getting rid of Harris, Tommy Vegas would have been able to pick up the win there. But unfortunately, He's going to have to do a little bit more if he wants to put down Isaac. Oh, and the championship winner connects right across the jaw of Tommy Vegas. Harris, though, right there to break it up. And now, looking to lift him up. And a go to sleep from Harris. Night, night, Isaac, and that could be enough. Is Harris moving on to the YouTube title? No. And you've got to feel the frustration has to be building with Harris now. What does he have to do to put one of these men down for good? And Isaac looking to take control. Tommy Vegas just now getting up after that super kick. Now all three men on their feet. Isaac sends Harris down with that forearm, and now an atomic drop into a body slam. Isaac bringing it back for himself, and there we see the running leg sweep once again. That could be enough to put him away. 1, 2, no. Not enough yet from Isaac. But he could be looking one more championship winner. If he lands the helo, that could also do it. And I don't think Tommy Vegas is going to want to give him the opportunity. Isaac went for another chop block there, got blocked by Vegas. And now Harris taking out both men there. Could he steal one here, pinning Tommy Vegas? No. Harris nearly stole the matchup there. Oh, and now though, Sin City slam there. Into the cover. 1, 2. No. Tommy Vegas not able to get the job done there with that twisting stunner. But there we see the championship winner from Isaac. Into the cover. Harris is down. Vegas is out. 2, 3. And Isaac picks up the win. Can't say he didn't earn it here tonight. Every man gave it everything they had, but in the end, Isaac was able to come out with the victory. And you've got to feel that he's definitely got a lot of confidence going into that match with Chris Princess, whenever that may be. There we see the running leg sweep. That was nearly it, but Tommy Vegas definitely showed some resiliency in this matchup, showed that he can hang with the best of the best. And there we saw there the Sin City special, but it was not enough to put Harris down.
And your new #1 contender, Isaac.
Isaac able to clinch out the win, and now he has a date with Chris Princess himself and that YouTube championship. And speaking of championships, these 4 women are looking to get themselves a championship shot whenever they want if they can enter the Gold Rush. We've got Yuri York, Melissa Falcon, Sarah LeBlanc, and April. One of these women are going to join 5 others from around the CWL. And the other 3, well, they go home with nothing. This is one fall to a finish. Whoever gets the pinfall gets in the match. Let's see who pulls it out here tonight.
The following match is a fatal 4-way match and is a qualifier for the Gold Rush match. Introducing first, representing the White Lotus, weighing in at 113 pounds, from Chicago, Illinois, Yuri York.
Yuri York, 1/3 of the White Lotus, make your way down to the ring. And I've got to say, ever the great competitor, it's just, she seems to be the only member of the White Lotus that can't quite get that significant win under her belt. Tonight, though, she could get that chance.
And the opponents, Melissa Falcon.
Melissa Falcon, the French Paradox, making her way down to the ring. And, you know, I've got to say, she's shown to be quite the electric competitor in the ring, but outside of it, she's been, well, what can only be described as strange. As, well, she's not, I would call her a woman of few words, but so far she's a woman of no words, and maybe it's the language barrier, maybe it's just she likes to keep to herself, but she has definitely shown to be quite the paradox, both inside and outside of the ring. We saw her last week pick up her first win with the Paradox Salt, and connect with that dangerous lariat, the Vindication forechair, but tonight, she's going to have to not just contend with the one opponent, it's going to have but 3 other opponents in that ring. I've got to say, it'll be very interesting to see if she can pull out the victory here tonight, especially against such tough competition. We will have to find out if the French Paradox can join the Gold Rush.
Sarah LeBlanc.
Sarah LeBlanc making her way down to the ring, and you know, she's always a competitor that seems to enjoy brutalizing her opponent than would be winning the match. And I think as long as there's chaos, as long as there's pain, that's a victory for her. But can you imagine her with that Gold Rush briefcase? I mean, you want to talk about chaos. Imagine having every champion having to watch their back for Sarah LeBlanc. It would definitely be quite the dangerous holder. Speaking of dangerous, she is known to be very dangerous inside and outside the ring. If I'm the other 3 competitors, I'm going to want to watch out.
April.
April making her way down to the ring, and you know, I've got to say, she's been on quite the run lately. I mean, for a while, she was almost a laughing stock of the women's division, but no one's laughing right now. She's beaten Evie Rush, she's beaten Crystal Brooks, and now she could very well win the Gold Rush and earn herself a women's title shot whenever she chooses. You know, we often use the term like new season, new me, but through April, she has really been turning it up the past couple matches, and is, you might even say, the favorite to win this one right here. She may look dainty on the outside, but once she gets in that ring, she is a deadly striker, a submission specialist. Don't let her looks deceive you. She is, she's quite the fighter. As now all 4 women are in the ring. Gary York, Melissa Falcon, Sarah LeBlanc, and April. This one gets underway right now. And now Melissa Falcon and April going at it. Melissa Falcon had some, I wouldn't say choice words, but she didn't really say it, but she definitely let the people know how she felt about April about a week ago with an interview with Ryan E. Porter. And now you've got to feel there might be a bit of bad blood between the 2 of them. As April goes for the stops on Melissa, hits a drop kick, and Yuri York and Sarah LeBlanc rolling on the outside. This is one where it's going to be pure pandemonium for the entire matchup. As April now showing off some of her strength with that face buster there. Having strung her up on the top rope. As now wrenching the head, maybe even trying, looked like she was grabbing at the mask of Melissa Falcon. We see Yo-Yo hit the running bulldog on the outside. All these women going back and forth so far. But right now, April and Melissa Falcon, the only ones able to get a victory as they're in the ring. And April went for an early one right there. As now these two battling back and forth. And it seems like Yuri York and April ganging up with Sarah LeBlanc there for a little bit, but April immediately going back to Melissa Falcon. And Melissa having to roll to the outside and get a bit of a breather. And now these two trading kicks. As Sarah LeBlanc looks like she's a bit dazed there. But now reverse DDT. And a gut shot to April, now just raking the eyes. And I mean, hey, fatal 4-ways, no DQ, anything is legal. And now, Melissa Falcon locking in that double fish hook there. But Sarah LeBlanc able to get past it and break it up. And the forearm shots from Falcon. The two masked competitors going at it in this matchup. As now we see that sleeper slam to Melissa Falcon. Now locking in a dragon sleeper, but Yuri York able to break it up. And now these clotheslines here off the ropes. Big drop kick from York. And we have Sarah LeBlanc now being forced to roll to the outside. York and Melissa all alone in the ring. Off the ropes, went for the springboard. I think she went for a springboard cutter there, but Falcon able to get out of the way. And now kick to the gut of Falcon. April off the ropes, big flying hip attack. But York there to capitalize. Went for a spinning cutter there, but was not to be. And now Dragon Sleeper locked in from April. And Sarah LeBlanc looked like she's setting up for a knee strike. Big knee strike, nearly taking the head off of Melissa Falcon. As Yuri York escapes the Dragon Sleeper with some knees of her own. And it looked like she was going to lock in a chicken wing sleeper there. A crossface chicken wing, sorry. But Sarah LeBlanc able to save Yuri York. And now, super kick to April. As Sarah LeBlanc sends Melissa into the corner. And now we've got April in the splash zone for the Yuri out. Into the cover, 1, 2, no! And we see Sarah LeBlanc sending Melissa Falcon to the outside with that suplex, the CWL special. And I've got to agree with the crowd here, this is awesome. And now, all 4 women back into the ring. A back rake from Sarah LeBlanc. And just some knees to the stomach from Yuri York. Melissa Falcon and April now going back at it. And Sarah LeBlanc connects with the super kick. These 3 women now in the ring. Going at it, but April hits a forearm on Sarah LeBlanc and another. Ducks the clothesline to the super kick. But Yuri York there. Phil Nelson face buster. York and April now, the only 2 women that could get the pinfall in this matchup, but they're the only 2 in the ring. Yuri York elbow, stopping April in her tracks. These 2 now going back and forth. Melissa Falcon sends her to the corner. But now it's York. It's up on top, and Melissa having to take a bit of a breather there as she's up against that turnbuckle. It gets caught by Sarah LeBlanc with that double knees. These 2 going back and forth, neither one wanting to be denied. And April there, standing on the shoulders of New York for a second. Melissa Falcon goes to the outside, picking up Sarah LeBlanc. Following slam position, what does she have in mind here? Looked like she was trying to get towards the barricade, but April's thrown unconscious body was blocking her. New York sends Melissa back into the ring. I've got to say, no woman has had the clear advantage in terms of combat, but Melissa Falcon not being able to get too much going in this matchup. Now, dodges that springboard dropkick. This could be her opening. These two go back and forth. Son gets slammed against our announce table here. These two are just going back and forth. A big Tiger feint kick from New York on the inside of the ring, and Sarah LeBlanc taking the fight to Saki on the outside of the ring. That's now a bow and arrow submission locked in on Melissa Falcon. Falcon might be forced to tap out here. April going in. Whoa, didn't have to make the save as Melissa Falcon was able to get out of it. Let's see, Coach Falcon into a roll up here, but April's right there to stop her. Arm breaker from April, and now turns her around, crossface, chicken wing locked in. Will Melissa Falcon be forced to tap out? And Sarah LeBlanc hitting the referee, making it so she is able to count the hold there. As now Sarah LeBlanc forceful to the outside, and New York going after Melissa Falcon. Melissa now sending them both into the corner. Throws Yuri against April. And now, Melissa Falcon calling New York to her feet. Up on the shoulders here. French 5 by Melissa Falcon. And is that enough? Did the French Paradox just get her ticket? 1, 2. Sarah LeBlanc breaks it up. Melissa Falcon, though, not going to be denied that easily. Sends Sarah LeBlanc into the corner. These two just trading kicks back and forth. And now, single leg Boston Crab locked in on LeBlanc. Will LeBlanc be forced to tap out here? As April takes out the ref once again. The curse continues. But Sarah LeBlanc and Melissa Falcon are battling in the ring, and neither one able to make a pinfall or submission, though. The referee's down. As LeBlanc just sends Falcon against that top turnbuckle multiple times. Now setting off the ropes. Went for the headbutt, but Melissa Falcon able to get out of the way. Connects that time. And now up on top. Spinning elbow strike. This match going on past 10 minutes now. As LeBlanc rolls to the outside and drags Melissa down with her. These two, all 4 women now battling dangerously close to my announce table. As I am joined by a Spanish announce team here for the evening, but we might want to back up at some point. Yuri sends April back into the ring as Sarah LeBlanc sends Melissa Falcon crashing against our announce table. As now, Yuri up on the top. Big elbow drop, but April gets out of the way. And now, over to a crossface, but New York's right there. No woman's been able to get the pinfall without someone breaking it up. You've got to feel this deep into the matchup. If one woman could just get an uninterrupted pinfall submission, that could be all she wrote for this match. As now, Melissa Falcon lifting up April into a murder breaker and an arm drag off the top rope from New York. Sarah LeBlanc first to roll to the outside. And a big spinning elbow to Melissa Falcon. And now both April and New York just teeing off. Rolling cutter from York. And now a neck breaker from York. All four women giving it everything they have to get this spot in the Gold Rush. They know how big it could be for their careers. LeBlanc bringing York to her feet. Big forearm. And now locking in a mandible claw. Mandible claw locked in on York. York might be forced to. Oh no, not going for a submission. Just sends it down to the ground. Thought she was maybe going to try and make a tap out with the mandible claw there, but wasn't in the cards, I guess. And now, twisted cutter from York. That could be enough to put Sailor Block away. No. And now Melissa Falcon, Tom Jerkin special from Melissa Falcon into the cover, but Yuri York is there to break it up, but gets caught with a spear by Falcon. Looks like she's setting up for a French 5. Falcon, though, maybe turning her attention to April. All four women battling it out in the center of the ring. Melissa Falcon lifting her up. And the French 5 connects. But both women are there to break up the pinfall. It's going to take a lot for someone to win this matchup. Melissa Falcon tries to fight off Yuri York and Sarah LeBlanc, but Yuri York catches her with the super kick. Now maybe looking for that twisted cutter once again. No. I think she's setting up for that running enziguri. But LeBlanc interjecting herself, causing the interruption. You see LeBlanc and York battling it out. All three women fighting as York sends Falcon to the ground. And now, Sarah LeBlanc, Uranagi sends Yuri York crashing to the mat. It catches Melissa Falcon with that backbreaker. What would it mean for Sarah LeBlanc to finally be able to get a shot at a women's championship if she could win the Gold Rush, sorry. And now it looked like Usagi was going for that spinning hip attack, but got caught by Melissa Falcon and then saved by Yuri York. And now Falcon getting the eyes gouged out by Yuri York. Now gets turned around with some of these kicks, these forearms. Melissa Falcon sends York into the corner. What does she have in mind? I think maybe she's looking to return to Senna from earlier in the match. Up on the top, a CWL special sends them both crashing to the outside. And April tied the arm of Sarah LeBlanc inside the ring. Now calling her to her feet. Maybe looking for that crossface chicken wing while Melissa and Yuri are preoccupied outside the ring. She's got it locked in. Legs are wrapped. Will Sarah LeBlanc be forced to tap out? Yuri York trying to make it in time, but LeBlanc taps out, and April continues the winning streak and moves on to the Gold Rush. This match was hectic. This match was chaotic from start to finish. But in the end, April was able to pick up the win. And there were multiple times where it looked like any woman could have done it. We saw French fries. We saw crossfaces from Sarah LeBlanc. We saw Yuri out. But in the end, April picks up the win.
Qualifying for Gold Rush. April.
April has punched her ticket. She now sits there alongside Rock and Holly Queen. Who else would join her from Vindication? We'll have to find out in the coming weeks. But coming up next, we have our main event of the evening. Zistro Horror, one of the breakout rookies of the year, goes up against Dr. Wrestling Jr. with a shot at the Gold Rush on the line. The order's 2-0 tonight. The Good Doctor is looking to make it 3-0 with a win here against Zistro. And Zistro, he's looking to bounce back against a loss in an incredible match against Isaac. Both these men desperately want the win. Only one are going to be able to pick it up here tonight.
The main event of Vindication is set for 1 fall and is a qualifier for the Gold Rush match. Introducing first, Zitros Horror.
Zistro Horror making his way down to the ring, and like I said earlier, he's one of the breakout rookies of the season. Has been having phenomenal match after phenomenal match, and I've got to say, he's definitely earned a Gold Rush qualifier here tonight. All he has to do is beat Dr. Westlake Jr., and this man, we could be looking at a future world champion. But he does not have any small task. Dr. Westlake Jr., not one to be taken lightly. This stroke, he cannot afford to get too overconfident in this one.
And his opponent, representing The Order, weighing in at 150 pounds, from Tijuana, Mexico, Dr. Wrestling Jr.
The newest member of the Order making his way down to the ring, and I've got to say it's kind of odd. We saw Ebak and Ricky Valentine during their matches. They had some backup. Dr. Wrestling Jr., he's coming down alone. No Order helping him out. Perhaps he feels he needs to prove not only to himself but to the Order that he can do this on his own. And I've got to say, it's not going to be easy. Zistro Horror, quite the competitor as we've seen so far. Dr. Westlake Jr. only has one win so far this season, be it it's against the current world champion, Tommy Hazard. So you've got to feel he's definitely earned a spot in the qualifier. Let's see if he can earn his spot in the Gold Rush proper. Good Doctor moving to Vindication at the start of the season, and I've got to say he's got a couple of matches under his belt, and I'm not going to be surprised if he has a couple more dream matches that people have been waiting to see in the coming months here on Vindication. But right now he has to focus on getting into that Gold Rush, and he'll try and do that tonight. Both these men getting themselves pumped up, getting themselves determined. Our main event now gets underway. It's Zistro Horror right off the bat with the drop kick, not giving Dr. Westlake Jr. any time to breathe, but the Good Doctor taking him down with the Dragon Screw. Got to feel both these men, they've had time to rest, time to recuperate since their last matchup. Both these men are going to be fresh as a daisy in this match. It's going to come down to who is simply the better man. No distractions, no excuses. And right now it looks like Dr. Westlake Jr. is softening up the knee for possibly that knee bar he likes to implement that he's used to win countless matches. But now, look at that Spanish fly. Zistro Horror, though, trying to get himself back into the matchup. These two, neither one wants to lose here tonight. Both of them not having the greatest record so far, but both of them have the chance to rebuild. And this could definitely be a big start in the rebuilding process for both men. As Zistro goes into the cover, only a 1 count from Horror. Stockz Jr. takes him down with a dropkick, and I've got to feel both these men very similar styles. Very fast, very strike-heavy competitors. Oh, went for maybe a cutter there, but gets pushed off by the good doctor. And now, Stockz Jr. looking to set him up for the Patience moonsault. Connects flush into the cover. 1, 2, no. Stockz Jr. nearly securing himself a shot already. Zistro Horror, he needs to start getting some offense in. Well, this is going to be a pretty one-sided affair. And now, Stockz Jr. calling for the end here. Oh, went to set up for the apple a day, but got caught there. Rocket kick to the head, though it's not enough to put down the good doctor. But we've seen him use this small package drive before. Could he be looking to end the match with it here? And he connects, dropping him on his head. 1, 2, no. The good doctor kicks out. Zistro Horror, though, not wasting any time, keeping on the offense. Up to the top, big splash. Off the top rope. And now, oh, went for a spinning wheel kick. It stayed. Stockz Jr. picking him up on the shoulders here. Snake eyes off the top ropes, hanging him out to dry. I'm looking to continue softening the knee for the doctor's orders. If he locks it in, you've got to feel that might be all she wrote for Zistro. Zistro now, kick to the head of Stockz Jr. Trying to get himself pumped up and back into the match. As he hits clothesline and now follows up with a bulldog out to a dazed DWJ. And now, big forearm followed by an atomic drop into a leg drop in the nether regions of the good doctor. But Stockz Jr. is right back up. He's not going to stay down, and now a Hurricane Rana to Zistro Horror. And now just staring down Zistro. Waiting for him to make a move. Both these men trading strikes. Looked like he went for a takedown there than Zistro, but Stockz Jr. got him in an arm lock. Trying to take away some of the power of the arm. And now, there it is. Doctor's orders locked in. Zistro nowhere to go. Got no choice but either try and escape or to tap. And he's able to start kicking his way out of it. Went for the forearm. Gets dodged though by Stockz Jr. But they didn't dodge the rocket kick into the cover. And Zistro Horror may have just punched his ticket to the Gold Rush. A big win for Horror, and I've got to say, that's definitely, he's got to be one of the Dark Horse picks to win the whole thing at Gold Rush. And now, he looks to cement his legacy as the rookie to watch in Season 3. As he joined 5 other men for Vindication and Nemesis. We already know Michael Young will be joining him. We know Connor Gates will be joining him. Who else we'll have to find out in the coming matches. But a big win here for Zistro Horror.
The winner of the main event and qualifying for Gold Rush, Zistro Horror.
That is all for us here at Vindication. My name has been Alexander Shaw. You've been watching episode 10 of the CWL, and we bid you a very farewell adieu.